I wanted a French name, something maybe more poetic. And the idea was to talk about different kind of temporal space. So I had that idea about something that we never achieve. So for me, in French, les temps inachevés was a kind of a way to talk about the multiply possibility of time or temporality, and to talk about that everything is never finished or could be finished in some other way.
We have translated it literally as unending time. So it's also this idea that Patrick works in cycles, and the cycles perhaps end, but in fact don't. He can go back to them. He may go back to them 2 or 3 years after he's done the last work. The exhibition brings together 2 cycles of work, and also that each one of the exhibitions is completely reconfigured in terms of the space. So it was originally in 2 spaces in Europe, looked very, very different, then in Montreal and now here. And so how the works, he can go back to the cycles of works, how in fact some of the works are often works in progress, and how the exhibitions themselves are changing and reconfiguring themselves depending on space or how we feel as an artist and curator. The whole Chrysalides cycle is about the building in which Patrick's studio was for many years. So the idea of transformation, metamorphosis. And this project is what he did is he photographed each one of the facades of the buildings in which his studio was in for many years. And so he was tracing the light and the dark, lights on and off over a building that was both a manufacturing building and a studio for art, a building where there are a lot of artist studios.
It was on a space of 1 year, and I took that picture once by month, each hour from the end of the day until the middle of the night. So I did that exercise each month. So at the end of the month, I got 12 compositions for 2 piano, 4 hands. So that's what you hear there. And that's come from the windows of that building.
And he took that matrix of photographs, transferred that with a composer into a sound piece, which is what we're hearing from the speakers, and then the spools of thread, which are evoking the manufacturers that were in the building, are slowly the speakers are turning, and the spools of thread are slowly muffling the sound. So it's really a kind of poetic and sound piece, portrait of the building itself and the periods of transformation and metamorphosis that were going on over the last 10 years in these, and urban renewal and the way these industrial buildings are being taken over and artists are being evacuated from them. It's also part of the work.